Wednesday Chat is on location today. We're out here at the Moncrief Newhouse Complex. Dave Behr here with Kirk Bohls and Mark Rosner, where we were just introduced to Texas's new track coach, Mario Satania. Kirk, you had a chance to talk to him. Tell us your impressions about the new guy.
Well, he's a new guy who's been here a long time, so I don't know how new that makes him, but he is new in this role as head coach, and it's a gamble for DeLoss Dodds and the athletic department in that at this historic time of a merger between the men and women's track programs, he's the first associate head coach elevated to head coach. So he knows the culture, he knows the athletes. If he can develop some sprints and continue to recruit a good staff like he has with Tanja Buford-Bailey out of Illinois, I think he's got a real chance to be successful. And Roz Satania, not the only UT head coach to talk to the media recently. Head basketball coach Rick Barnes was on a teleconference yesterday. You had a chance to talk to him. He talked about a culture change with the program. What were your impressions from that call?
Well, I think he's looking for more art and music majors. No, seriously, I think he's looking for people who are committed. Why some of the previous guys weren't committed to what they want to do, I don't know. They're his recruits. They didn't just show up on their own. But he feels like the guys he has now are that way, and the question is, are they good enough? You know, the one guy you could cite is Rick really liked DeMarcus Holland, and he's a tenacious defender who practices hard, but he's a shooting guard without a jump shot. That's just sort of symbolic of the program.
But isn't it a little bit of a misnomer, the change of culture, because he still recruited some of the one-and-done guys like Julius Randle from Plano who ended up going to Kentucky, but he finished second or third for him. So he still wanted to get some of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been writing that and saying that forever. He doesn't want to just become Butler and or at least get Butler's level of talent. I'm sure he'd be happy to be as good as Butler, but no, he wants a mix so that three guys aren't leaving the same year. And he's not the only guy. You know, Tom Izzo at Michigan State got away from that when he got killed by that one year, three guys leaving several years ago, and he's been a little more selective that way. The problem is, like I said, Randall went to Kentucky. You want the Randall to go with these so-called program guys that are here 3-4 years.
He even mentioned during the season, while this season was going on, that the guys he had were good enough to take them to a certain level, but they were lacking that superstar, that rock star guy to take them to the top, to the Final Four, something like that.
And they're still going to lack that.
Right. There's no sign that they have that guy, and it's going to have to be a team thing right now and a system thing. Can you make it work?
And now getting back to football today, on the chat you guys took a question about Major Applewhite in his first year as a UT play caller. How do you see that going? Is the first year of him being the play caller really big in terms of his growth as a college coach?
Well, sure, it has to be. There'll be some growing pains because he never has really done it before, except at Rice. He was the offensive coordinator in name 1 year at Alabama. But I think it's going to be a learning curve and an adjustment for him. But I think people are going to cut him more slack because he is Major Applewhite, and he was considered the savior and one of their best, most popular quarterbacks they've ever had. So he'll have that going for him. But it all comes down to calling the right plays at work. That's not going to change.
Yeah, and he does have the benefit of talent and experience on offense. So the new thing is they say the plays aren't new, the offense isn't new, but the pace is. They want to, as everybody knows by now, they want an up-tempo thing with, 15 more plays a game or something, and how do you adapt to that?
The guys once again took a lot of questions on everything from politics to UT track and field, you name it. Make sure you're there next week when they do it again. It's always Wednesdays, 11 a.m. on statesman.com and mystatesman.com. We'll see you then.